according to some sources, Bo Prabula is doing absolutely awesome in winter workouts, and there's a chance we might see him more in the season. I have a lot to say about this, but I'm going to have Rocco go first.
Okay, well, once again, we talked about it earlier. Everything looks great during winter workouts. Everything's all sunshine and rainbows. Right. It's sunshine and rainbows during the winter. There's never a problem. No one's ever going to say that something looks bad. However, I do want to see Bo Pribs get some more Taysom Hill type packages. Let's get him in and get some read options, some zone reads. Maybe working outside on the bootleg, on a play action. Get him involved there. However, I think that some people kind of have this vision of Pribs where it's like, oh, this dude should start because he's playing in games that are blowouts against bad teams, and then he's kind of inflating his stats a little bit. So I don't think he should be like the starting quarterback. Should we get him involved a little bit in the Wildcat, get him involved in the offense a little bit more? I would love that. New offensive coordinator maybe looks to do so versus the previous one. So, yeah, that's what I think.
I agree. I think, like you said, it's winter. Everyone looks good in winter.
You said that time and time again.
It's just how it is. I mean, they've been doing great, obviously. I have been saying this for so long that these two quarterbacks are so different. So you really, you can't – Drew Aller is Penn State's starting quarterback. That's a fact. You can't compare the two and say, oh, well, Bo should be starting over Drew because he's just better. If you're, he's going to run the ball. If you want someone to run the ball, put him in. If you want Drew to throw the ball, then you put Drew in.
I like that.
I just feel like if, like you said, new offensive coordinator, hopefully they'll see this change. But sitting at that Michigan game, just watching that's what kept running through my head is switch it up. Put him in. Let him run the ball. If he messes up, he messes up. Move on. Then you put Drew back in. But you can't keep banging and banging at the same quarterback and expecting something to change. So obviously I want to see more of that. But, they're close in age. It makes it very, very hard. So I don't know. I hope to, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, Cade.
I actually didn't think I had that strong of an opinion on this, but I have a lot of points to make. First off, I mean, the reports are Danny O'Brien, the quarterback's coach. He's out there tweeting and another great day for both players. So that's obviously biased. Obviously, he could be tweeting about Drew or Grunkmeyer or Smolik having great days, but it is Bo 3 straight times now. Second point is Franklin said so many post games last year, we wanted to get Prabula in more packages, but we just couldn't, we can't. They used him in such a boring way last year where it's Drew would sub out and then he would be in the shotgun. It's I wonder what they're going to do. They're probably going to run a QB draw up the middle. Second, but to add to that point, and O'Connell-Nickey coming from Kansas, they had 2 very good quarterbacks last year in Daniels and Bean, and he ran some ridiculous formations with the 2 of them, in motion, lining up wide. So I'm really excited to see that. Your point about fans want to see Bo over Drew, that's a hate's strong. I'm not gonna say hate. My fellow students here at Penn State in that crowd stink. They are awful. I had to listen to them all last year cry how bad Sean Clifford was, and then this year they're I wish we still had Sean Clifford. I watched Sean Clifford get hurt and Taquan Roberson not be able to throw a football against Iowa last year. It took Iowa 3 quarters to take the lead against us, and we didn't move the ball the entire half. I just cannot stand the other students and the fans that go here because they don't know anything about football. They just want to see touchdowns, but it's not that easy. If it was that easy, I'd be out here.
Are you okay?
That's my strongest take in the world. I got of anything.
It's okay.
You have some water. Does he need some water?
Do you see the vein popping out on his neck?
I do that in the stands sometimes. I do that in the stands sometimes. When I hear something dumb, I literally turn around and go at people. I can't stand it.
I agree because what they're putting him in for is the basic X and O, we know we're getting in the end zone. Let's just put someone else in to make it seem different. I get what you're saying about that.
I'm sweating now.
It's okay. Yeah. Breathe in, breathe out. It's okay.
I understand. Wow. That was generational. That was a generational rant. I loved it. I loved it.
Oh my God.
It was great.
Clip it. Yeah. All right. Now.